What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Aggressively Average Podcast, episode 10. Right before the episode begins, guys, I just want to say that I was holding the microphone throughout this episode, so the audio quality isn't the best. I know for our first milestone of 10 episodes that the audio quality should have been a little bit better, but I'll address that in the episode. Thank you guys so much for 10 episodes coming in, and hopefully here's to many more. Thank you, guys, and enjoy. What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is the Aggressively Average Podcast, episode number 10. We've made it to 10 episodes, 10, double digits. This is crazy. I honestly didn't really know how long this was going to last. I mean, it's been going on for like a month now, this podcast, and it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing it. That being said, I want to talk about a couple of things today and sort of why the uploads have been sort of a little bit inconsistent and stuff like that. So I'm going to be addressing that later on in the episode. So I wanted to talk about how I talked about in the last episode, how I made a New Year's resolution just to be healthier, drink a lot more water, just overall do a lot more things. And I just want to say that the resolution's going well. I mean, we're, what day is it in January? 21 days, 3 weeks into January. Things are holding up, you know. I've been drinking a lot of these, a lot of blender bottles full of water. So yeah, things are going well because most people honestly like quit the resolutions after like 2 weeks. So I'm kind of glad I'm actually sticking to this one. Of just doing a lot more. I went hiking this weekend and spent some time by myself. I have this weird anxiety that I'll talk about in a little bit, which sort of ties into some more things that I want to talk about, like the uploading and stuff like that. So other than that, the resolution is going pretty well. Yeah, I've noticed that earlier in the year, I've noticed that I kind of I hate like committing to things, or like it's weird because I notice I start things and I always like kind of like put them on the back burner, and then they sort of become less and less of a priority because I get this weird like anxiety feeling of like what can go wrong, and I let that like overshadow, is that the word? I don't know, like sort of like overcome what could go right. So that's sort of what happens when it comes to this podcast. I always think of ideas, I have like ideas written down, and then when I go to talk about them, I just get this weird like feeling in my mind. And I don't know if that's like anxiety. I don't know what it is, but I'm trying to overcome that and upload more. So that's sort of the whole reason as to why I haven't uploaded in like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. And that's unacceptable because if you want to build some sort of audience on any social media platform, you can't be uploading once every 2 weeks or once a month because people are going to forget about you. You're not going to stay relevant in people's minds if you are unable to keep like their attention. You just become irrelevant. That's how people fall off. And I don't want that to happen on this podcast, especially so early on, especially being 10 episodes in, which is really cool. I'm really happy about that. Here's to a bunch more. Here, cheers with this water if you're watching on YouTube. So yeah, that's sort of weird. It's just like this anxiety problem I have. I don't know if it's anxiety. I don't know if it's just like nervousness of talking into a microphone. I'm just trying to overcome that, and hopefully you guys understand that. Because I really enjoy this, and I really hope some people do too. Yeah. So there's a couple of things I wanted to address after that that I think are kind of funny. So there's a meme going around right now. You guys have probably definitely heard about it if you use the internet at all, about people eating fucking Tide Pods. I know this is sort of like something stupid to talk about because, I mean, it's fucking laundry detergent. Why are we eating laundry detergent? And I think it's just sort of a funny topic. Like it started off as a meme. I'm pretty sure. I don't like who genuinely believes that eating a Tide Pod is a good idea. Who thinks that's a good idea? Nobody thinks that's true. And I think that I think it's sort of funny how Tide has like addressed the meme, being like, "Stop fucking eating laundry detergent, you dumb shits." If you don't see the humor behind it, and I don't know. I like to take a step back and I like to laugh at things that most people find stupid because it's fucking dumb. And for the company to have to like lock up, I saw this picture online of like Tide Pods and I think it was like a Walmart or like a Target or something like that, and they're locked up, like they're locked behind a gate. So you have to have someone get a Tide Pod for you, or get your Tide Pods, like go unlock the cabinet for you to, get your Tide Pods. And the whole concept to me is funny. I think maybe I'm not shedding enough light on this. Maybe I'm looking at it more of a meme as like as if Darwinism wasn't already supported, I guess. I don't that's what one of my friends said. I stole that joke. But I just think it's funny because maybe like I said, I'm overlooking it because like I think of it as more of like a kid or not a kid, but just like someone that's like older doing it as a joke and putting it on YouTube. Because even YouTube now is saying that they're going to start taking down videos of people eating Tide Pods because you're kind of dumb and you're just doing it for like you're doing it for views. And that's funny to me. But no, maybe it's actually, kids are getting into it. It's a serious problem. If you're a young kid, I guess you wouldn't really be listening to this podcast, but if you have like a kid, and keep your Tide Pods away from your kids because they are bright and colorful. I get that. That's what the meaning is, but for the meme, I don't know. I just think it's funny how it's just survival of the fittest. If you're dumb enough, if you're above an age to where this is a bad idea and this is wrong and like there are negative effects of this, you kind of deserve it. No, that's wrong. I don't want to put it like that. I'm just saying that it's just funny. And if you're at that age to where Tide Pods are wrong to eat, don't fucking eat them. So something I talked about in a couple episodes, I guess it's kind of concurrent. I guess it's not just a couple episodes ago. It's been going on. We took this homeless cat from that runs around our neighborhood. We started feeding it. His name was Muffin. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, go back to like the first or second episode. I started talking about this cat. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, this cat runs around our neighborhood. We thought it was really cute. He was super sweet. So we started feeding him, and he started coming around our house like a lot more outside. And we decided to let him in, and he started hanging around us. And then our winter break passed, and I was gone for like 9 days or 10 days. And I came back, and I was like, okay, I'll start hanging around him because, there's no one at our house. And, it was chill, it was fine. And then my girlfriend was in town for New Year's, and that was great. Muffin was just hanging around, running around, doing cool cat shit. And then like a couple days after, I got home from work because I worked a double shift, so I worked the morning, and I came back from my break. And me and my girlfriend were sitting on the couch, and Muffin, we let Muffin in because, she thinks he's cute, and I think he's cute too, but she let him in, and we're chilling on the couch, and Muffin jumps up on my lap because he really likes me. I'm nice to him because why wouldn't you be nice to animals? And he starts rubbing on like my chest because, he's a nice cat, he's a sweet cat, and he's like purring and like kneading and just being overall just absolutely adorable. And he starts like headbutting you know how cats like they'll headbutt and like rub up against like your hand or like your like arm or whatever to get you to pet them. Well, he started rubbing up on my face, and I'm not allergic to cats. Like I grew up around a cat and multiple cats. Like I'm a big fan of cats. I love them. They're soft. They're sweet. Whatever. Big fan of cats. And he starts rubbing up on my face, and I notice my face starts getting a little red and itchy. And I'm like, what the heck? I was just like, okay, I wasn't thinking anything of it. Maybe like some hair, like some cat hair was like in my nose. I was getting irritated, whatever. Like maybe some allergies, whatever. I didn't think anything of it. And so I'm petting Muffin, playing with him. He's being all sweet. And my girlfriend looks over to me, and she's like, oh my God. And I was like, what? And I noticed my face was really starting to burn. Like I was like, what's going on? Because Muffin, like for being a homeless cat, he really doesn't smell that. He smelled good. So like someone obviously washed him. That wasn't us. Because like we're not gonna wash this cat. I mean, most cats don't like water. And to be fair, we didn't really want to take that chance of him not liking water. So I mean, because he's not even technically our cat. So we were like, whatever. And it must have been something that the other people like washed him with or something like that in his fur. Like maybe. Like I don't know, like the soap they use with him, because my face like it broke out and it was super duper red, and I had to wash it. And then like I don't know, just like shit hit the fan. Like I just started feeling all red, super hot, super irritated. And then I just ended up washing my face with water and soap and stuff like that. And it just wouldn't go away. And I'm like, I started almost panicking, like not really panicking, but like started freaking out because when your face starts breaking out in an allergic reaction, it's kind of hard to stay calm. I started freaking out, and so we were just like, where do we go? What do we do? And I was like, where can I get some Benadryl or something like that? Some sort of like something to, like calm down the irritation. And we ended up driving over to Walgreens just up the road, and I grabbed some Benadryl. I was just like, is this even going to work? Like, I don't know. I've never taken Benadryl. I was like, what if I'm allergic? Like, I'm just like freaking out, my face is all red. People are staring at me, and I'm just like not having a good time. It's not a good day. And whatever, I buy the cheap Benadryl, whatever, pop a couple pills, feel like a rock star, start feeling a lot better. And I have to work in like a couple hours. I had to work in an hour, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm texting my boss. I'm like, what am I going to do? And I'm like, should I go to the hospital? Like, am I gonna be okay? Am I gonna die? Like, what's going on? Never taken Benadryl before. Am I gonna have an allergic reaction to that? And it's like a double allergic reaction squared. I was like, all of these different things were running through my mind, and I was literally just like in a complete state of panic until I took it. Started to calm down, started to relax. The swelling, the redness, whatever, started going down, started chilling, started relaxing. And then, the side effects of the Benadryl kicked in when I was at work later. Pretty much, if you don't know, Benadryl just makes you super duper tired. And I was just super duper sleepy the rest of my shift. And so my girlfriend was nice enough to bring me some coffee. So shout out to her. But the point of the story was that Muffin almost killed me, which I honestly think, now that I think about it, when I'm talking about this, maybe it's sort of karma for almost killing Bree's cat. I mean, once again, huge fan of animals. Didn't mean to do it intentionally. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, reference the first episode where cats and first or second, it was the first or second episode where cats and glow sticks do not mix. Long story short, one of her cats, got into a glow stick and it started like foaming at the mouth and we all started panicking. Maybe it's karma from that. Like I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I did because I'm not allergic to cats, and that's the only possible solution I can think of that could really happen. If you guys have any sort of idea of like what happened, like if like a cat fur cleaner has irritated, I don't fucking know. I don't know. Maybe it's karma. Maybe I deserved it for something, but I don't know. So from now on, we're just sort of like watching Muffin. I haven't played with him at all. Haven't touched him. We've hardly been letting him in the house. We're starting to realize that he's sort of just like using us for food. I mean, like he likes us. He's sweet, but at the end of the day, he's not our cat. We don't own him. We don't have a litter box for him, so he just literally just comes in, eats our food, bothers us, loves us, and like is really nice. But then we just put him back out. Okay, the other day, here I'll just rant a little bit about him. Super sweet cat though. Like I wish I knew the owners, and like I really hope he's taken well care of. But so the other night, one of my roommates I think let him in, and then forgot he was inside, and they went to sleep. And I shut my door when I go to sleep just because my bedroom's like in the middle of our house, and it's just kind of I don't like sleeping with the door open. Okay, and I'm sleeping, and it comes to like 6 a.m, and I hear scratching on the door, like something patting on the door, because the door doesn't like close all the way, so you can like while it's like latched, you can push on it and it makes a little sound, and I keep hearing that sound of just like I don't know if that was loud on the mic, but I keep hearing that sound like over and over. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? I was like, is there a cat? Because like I grew up with cats, so I know how a cat sounds. If you shut your door and lock it out, I know that sound. And I was just like, oh my god. I was like, fuck this. It's like 6 a.m. Hardly slept that night, and then I was just like, go, like get the fuck out of here. And I went to the back door to let him out when we normally let him out, and he notices it's raining, and the cat's like, oh hell no, I'm not going out there. So he turns back and runs back in the house. I'm like, fucking god. So I just try to go back to sleep, and I'm almost asleep. I leave him out in the living room, and I shut my door. I'm almost asleep, and I keep hearing that sound, and I'm like, fuck this, dude. So second time, I'm just like, nope, we're gonna go outside. Like, leave me alone. I start clapping, just make a loud noise. He runs away. Shut the door. Get ready to go back to sleep. I shit you not even 30 seconds later, you'll never guess who was scratching at my door again at 6:45 in the morning. Literally like 3 hours before I had to wake up. And it was already a rough night, and I couldn't handle it anymore. I just picked up the cat, opened the door, set him on the ground, walked out, shut the door, and I went back to sleep. I know that sounds a little bit rude of me, like I shouldn't have been so mean. Because some people might be saying like, why wouldn't you just like let him sleep in your bed with you? I would, but he's kind of a homeless cat, and I don't really want a cat that's been running around the neighborhood to like lay in my bed. Like I just maybe I might be a little bit of a germaphobe in that sense, but I mean it makes sense. Like if you think about it, it makes sense. Like you wouldn't want a homeless cat like running around in the neighborhood, and no idea what he's getting into, and then just like chilling in your bed, because your bed's like a clean place where you sleep, you relax. I don't really want dirty homeless cat. Even no matter how nice he is, very sweet cat. In my bed, I don't know. That being said, we sort of let him in off and on, and I try not to touch him. We're more just like friends, you know. I wave hi to him, he waves hi to me, he meows at me. I say what's up, dude, and that's the extent of our relationship. My relationship with Muffin is become to me just saying hi to a cat, and that's that. So that's a little Muffin update in case you guys were curious. No one's curious. I just couldn't really think of anything more creative to talk about. And instead of thinking of new ideas, I was like, why not just beat the dead horse and talk about something we've already talked about in 8 episodes? So I've started to notice a common trend where I sort of just like talk about Muffin and then talk about like I kind of just roast something or make fun of something that I think is funny that I've noticed. So something I want to talk about is wow, I am really selling that whole water thing, but something I want to talk about is my favorite type of ad. Now, if you're on like Instagram, if you use Twitter, you see the like sponsored or promoted tweets. If you're on Instagram, you see like you'll be swiping through stories, and then one of them won't be someone you follow. It'll be like an ad. So pretty much, if you don't know, what you search up like on the app, like Instagram, will cater, like those ads will cater to what you follow and what you look up. So if you follow someone like an entrepreneur or like for example Gary Vee, I've talked about him. If you'll get like ads catered around entrepreneurship and like quotes and stuff like that. So my favorite type of ad that I see that's promoted on like Twitter or like Instagram is the take my class ad or get my free booklet ad, where all you have to pay is this $10 shipping and handling fee to get my free book on how to get rich. Those are my favorite type of ads because, man, I see them so fucking much, and I know there's like people that are notorious for doing this, like fucking Ty Lopez. There's millions of videos about him. We're not going to talk about him, but like these ads are such like. They're like so con artist scam ads. Like I don't want to watch your fucking video on how you made $10,000 on Shopify or e-commerce, like because everyone knows you're just like you're just out for my money, and like I'm not gonna take your 30-minute web class. Like, I don't got 30 minutes. I don't got 30 minutes to fucking watch your video, as this podcast is like 15 minutes already. I don't got that kind of fucking time. I don't got time to watch your 30-minute video when I can sit here and watch 10 3-minute videos of animals doing random shit. I don't know, it was a bad example. But either way, I don't know. I think they're funny, or not funny, but it's stupid, you know? So that case, guys, if you ever want to get rich, be sure to follow me on Instagram, because I post like things about how to get rich, so get your free millionaire booklet today. There's someone that I noticed, what was his name? It was like Cody Serber or some shit. It's like some real estate investor guy, and it's just one of those take my web class, follow my 10 steps to success. If you wake up every single day and you say I can do it, then you can do it. If you say I think I'm gonna be rich, therefore you will be rich. It's one of fucking those things, dude, and I think they're all a load of shit. Like. I mean, some of those people have very good knowledge to share. I think I actually talked about this or like touched on it very lightly in another episode, but I just want to say that they're kind of just shitty con artists, scamming ads, and it's just like a whole pyramid scheme into getting you to give them your money. And if you're just like one of those people and you're listening to this, just don't. You know, just don't. Just go ahead and like sell your shit, have your business, but stop posting ads about fucking talking about your 30 steps to success. I don't want your free millionaire booklet, Grant Cardone. Fuck you. Okay, that was really aggressive. I take that one back. I'm sorry. But I don't really know. I only had a couple more ideas for this podcast, but I think I'm going to wrap it up here. That being said, guys, I did get a new haircut. If you're watching on YouTube, what do you guys think? You guys dig? You guys dig the cut? If you're listening on SoundCloud, I'm sorry, but watch YouTube. That being said, guys, I'm gonna try and start posting a lot more frequently. It just sort of it's the whole anxiety factor, like I talked about earlier, and I'm working on it. It's mental health is no joke, even though like I try not to take shit seriously. And it's weird to admit, like, when you think something's like not right with you, because like I grew up thinking I was like a totally normal person. But yeah, so it's weird, It's sort of something just to work on. And that being said, I'm gonna post more. So that being said, guys, be sure to follow me on SoundCloud if you're listening on SoundCloud. Be sure to subscribe and like the video if you're on YouTube. And that being said, guys, I will catch you in the next episode of the Aggressively Average podcast. And thank you for 10 episodes. Here's to 10 more or 30 more or 40 more or 50 more. And thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.